Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope all doing well. Hope all doing well. Obviously, I've just done my Cazoo Premier Darts tournament preview. Now we move on to the Cazoo Masters tournament preview, which also takes place on the same week as the Cazoo Premier Darts. So you don't feel sorry for the players having to play week one of the Premier League Darts. Well, for some of these players who will be playing this Cazoo Masters as well at the same time. One day after the Premier League, you don't feel sorry for them. But it is what it is. It is the start of the first major tournament of the year. The Cazoo Masters, obviously the Premier League Darts isn't it isn't a PT or the merit tournament, but it still is a major tournament. But this will be a PT or the merit tournament, the Cazoo Masters, I'm pretty sure. Or is that right? Actually, no, I don't think so. Again, I don't think this will be a PT or the merit tournament. I don't know. Well, I'll find out afterwards after this tournament preview, but I'm pretty sure it isn't a PT or the merit tournament, this one. But it's still a major tournament as well. This is still a major tournament. The Cazoo Masters, and obviously for the first time in probably 3 years, the last 3 years, this tournament did decide who would get in the Premier League, who would get the final Premier League spot. They got quite lucky the last 3 years, the Cazoo Masters, obviously with Chris Dorby winning this tournament. Obviously the defending champion Chris Dorby. Then the year before that was Joe Cullen. Then the year before that was Johnny Caton. Then 3 players winning this tournament, which stopped them in the Premier League. Which was a tournament afterwards. But the Premier League, I think this is the first time this has happened, that the Premier League starts before the Masters. So they couldn't announce the Premier League lineup. They couldn't the Premier League lineup because the Premier League started before the Masters. So but it's the right decision for me. It's fine. It's the right decision that they struck this tournament in terms of being the last Premier League spot. Whoever wins this tournament, that's the last Premier League spot, because that look the last 3 years was going to end at some point. Because what happens if a player that's already in the Premier League wins the Cazoo Masters, then it puts you in a bit of a pickle. So back to normal resume now in this tournament. None of this winner gets a Premier League spot now. But I think it's a huge opportunity, this tournament. I don't think it's a huge opportunity for, again, another new major winner. Because the 8 players who are named, obviously, in the previous video on the Premier League, who are playing in the Premier League, I actually think they will struggle in this tournament. Because I really can't see the 8 players in this tournament probably winning this tournament, if I'm being honest with you, especially after playing the Premier League the night before as well. Even if they do that a day's wet, I just can't. These big players don't tend to have a one at all. They can get to quarters, semis, but they still end up using the semis or quarters because it's a tight schedule between the Premier League and the Cazoo Masters. So a bit of a spoiler in terms of who I done for to win this tournament. I've not done for the 8 players that are coming in the Premier League. Well, obviously UPA is not in this tournament, so we can remove him out. But the players that are in the Premier League, I've actually not done to win this tournament. I actually haven't. But yes, go through the tournament information before I did my tournament prediction. The Masters prize money, the winner, there's £65,000, and runner-up, there's £30,000. Semi-final, if you're using the semi-final, set £20,000. If you're using the quarterfinal, set £12,000. If you're using the second round, you get £7,500. And if you're using the first round, you get £4,000. In grand total, you get, for winning the whole tournament, £275,000. What channel is the Masters start on? Every session will be televised live on ITV4. The format is first round is first to 6 years, second round first to 10 years, quarterfinals first to 10 years, semi-finals first to 11 years, and the final is first to 11 years. The darts Masters history, the past finals, it all started in 2013 with this tournament where Phil Taylor beat Aidan Lewis 10-1 in 2013. 2014, James Wade, obviously that remarkable comeback, beating Mervyn Tin 11-10. 2015, Mike Van Doren beating Wayne van Barneveld. 2016, Mike Van Doren beating probably the darts prize made himself, Dave Chisnell. So sorry to Dave Chisnell if you're listening. 2017, Mike Van Doren beat Darry Anderson. 2018, Mike Van Doren beat Wayne van Barneveld. 2019, Mike Van Doren beat James Wade. Mike Van Doren has won this tournament a lot, by the way, people. No shit, Sherlock. 2020, Peter White beat Michael Smith 11-10. 2021, Johnny Caton, obviously we're starting in the Premier League, beat Mervyn Tin 11-8. Mervyn Tin reached it through finals, hasn't he? 2022, Joe Cullen beating Dave Chisnell. And last year, Chris Darby beating Rob Watts in this final. So we will get straight into it. I am going to be predicting the whole platter in this. So starting off with Stephen Bunton, then Swat Smith, where the winner will play the best player in the world right now, Luke Humphries. Stephen Bunton was in the form of his life, wasn't he? Very unlucky, yes we will. The World Dance Championship, he just ran into a ruthless Mike Van Doren in the last 16, Stephen Bunton. For me, I think Stephen Bunton is one of the players who I have docked to win this tournament. I really have docked to win this tournament. I think Stephen Bunton is true and made to win. I think he is true and made to now. Stephen Bunton for the unreal dance he's been playing recently. On the back end of last year as well, Stephen Bunton, the bullet, getting better and better. He's up against Ross Smith. Ross Smith, for me, is 50-50, isn't he? He is a bit inconsistent, Ross Smith, but he's definitely capable beating Stephen Bunton, Ross Smith, and he's definitely capable beating the top players as well, Ross Smith. But for me, I've done for Stephen Bunton. I've done for Stephen Bunton to get past Ross Smith in that one. He don't fancy Bunton in that one than Ross Smith. Up next, Johnny Caton and Christopher Tatsy. Two solid players where the winner will play Peter White. And you have to say, the winner will probably fancy the chances against Peter White, you have to say. To be honest with you. Johnny Caton's had joy in the past at the Masters. I'll probably favour Johnny Caton in this one. It's a hard one to call. Both players not particularly in good form, both players. I think it will be a scrappy game between the two of them. But I think Johnny Caton's more. I think Johnny Caton will exit against Christopher Tatsy and Peter White in the second round. Up next, Stefan Dijkboorder against Wayne Searle, where the winner will play Nathan Aspinall. Dirk, obviously we all know about Dirk. He has got that injury, and we don't know if he's going to recover. I don't know if I think he might be in rehab now with that injury, so the recovery progress might be on for Dirk. He's up against Wayne Searle. Again, Wayne Searle, I think he's inconsistent as well. But I am done door for Wayne Searle just because of Dirk's injury. And Wayne Searle does like hitting Minehead as well. He does like hitting Minehead, so he's not the record in Minehead, Wayne Searle. So I'm done door for Wayne Searle to play Nathan Aspinall. Up next, this could be a cracker, this one. Joe Cullen against Josh Watt, where the winner will play the Iceman, Derwin Price. What a tasty tie that could be for the winner of this tie. Josh Watt, for me, has been one of these unfortunate players that has been overhyped too early by the media, being used by the media as a brand, and and being used by the PDC at times as a brand as well, Shot Swap. Last year, not last year, the year before, 2022, that was it, yeah, 2022. He burst onto the scene, didn't he, Shot Swap? But after that, he had a horrific 2023 for me, by his standards, after bursting onto the scene. And you don't put that down to the media for me. The media docked to him. The media overhyped him. For me, Shot Swap, by the way, is still a good player. Still a good player. You can still date it back, Shot Swap. But I just think he was overhyped too early and overrated too early, Shot Swap. I think he was absolutely ridiculous. So I think he was like fifth favourite to win the World Darts Championship in the 2022-2023 World Darts Championship when he burst onto the scene. Absolutely ridiculous. Obviously, we said it was ridiculous about Yuki, but at least with Yuki, he was 66-1 at the start. Which then I still thought that was ridiculous, to be fair. But at least Yuki didn't get the media debt to him, and he was furious. Well, just what he had that overhype noise debt to him, and he got himself carried away. It's a short format as well. I think it should suit Shot Swap though, first 6 yards, but again, I think it'd be a battle for them. Joe Cullen, he turns up for these games against people who are a threat in a tournament. Hugh Humphreys, who's unlucky against Hugh Humphreys at the World Darts Championship. Josh Watt, he will be a threat in this tournament. Regardless, so I fancy Joe Cullen on this one. Don't offer Joe Cullen to play Durham twice in the second round. Up next, defending champion Chris Dorby up against Andrew Dildon. Right, the UK Open was at Minehead, and Andrew Dildon won that UK Open. So don't be shocked, people. Don't be shocked if I don't think Andrew Dildon win, but I'm not going to door for an Andrew Dildon win, unfortunately to Andrew. I am going to door for Chris Dorby to win as defending champion, because I think Chris Dorby is just a better player than Andrew Dildon, and I think Chris Dorby has done the damn to beat Van Duren as well. He always has the damn to beat the top players, Chris Dorby. He's getting better and better every time I see him, Chris Dorby. Who knows, he could retain this tournament, Chris Dorby. I wouldn't put it past him. But I am the for Chris Dorby to play Michael Van Duren. Obviously, I will be doing like score predictions for the first round game, so don't worry about that. So up next, Dave Chisnell against Martin Schindler, where the winner will play Danny Noppert. Again, that could be open that in terms of that bracket, because you have to think of it. Danny Noppert had a very disappointing World Darts Championship, getting knocked out in his first game. Obviously, he didn't play the Players' Championship finals in Minehead due to the birth of his partner's child. So you don't know what state Danny Nopper's done be in. Dave Chisnell, I think Dave Chisnell, for me, it's always getting past the first game for Dave Chisnell. If he gets past the first game, then yeah, I'll probably see him reaching the quarterfinals. I really do think that. But again, yeah, Dave Chisnell in the past, he's reached the final twice in this tournament, Dave Chisnell as well. Martin Schindler, I think Martin Schindler can beat Dave Chisnell. I really do think he can beat Dave Chisnell. It's just about which Chiz he turns up. Martin Schindler has capabilities for me. Dave Chisnell, for me, he's got to be looking at this tournament thinking, this is a massive chance for people to stop calling me a prize mate and finally win a major tournament, because it is ridiculous, people, how Dave Chisnell has not won a major, in my opinion. Because he's too good not to win a major. I do think his game has slightly dropped off though, Dave Chisnell though. I don't know if it's just because he's focusing more on his finishing than his scoring, potentially. That could be a thing. But yeah, I'm going to go Dave Chisnell to get past Martin Schindler in that one. Up next, Dimitri Vandenberg against James Wade. this is a tough one for me because James Wade before the World Darts Championship was better than James Wade we know. But then James Wade ended up getting knocked out in his first day of the World Darts Championship to the Canadian Matt Campbell. Dimitri Vandenberg, very horrific last year. Very horrific after reaching the semi-finals of the 2023 World Darts Championship. Very horrific, Dimitri Vandenberg, since then. Been so out of form, Dimitri, which is quite crazy for the talent Dimitri Vandenberg has as well. Because you all know Vandenberg is special, he is a special player. And you don't think of it, though. You don't think of it. Who will give Michael Smith a better game? You have to say Dimitri will probably give Michael Smith a better game. Because I think Dimitri can cope with Michael Smith scoring, because Dimitri can score well as well. I don't think James Wade has the scoring power of Michael Smith, in my opinion. It's just all about who gets past his first game for me, between Vandenberg and James Wade. I am the door Dimitri. I am the door for Dimitri Vandenberg to edge this one against James Wade, as I do feel he'll give Michael Smith a better game as well, and even knock Michael Smith out potentially. So I'm the door for Dimitri Vandenberg to play James Wade. And finally, Damon Hector against Double Clemens. Damon Hector, I've said it about Damon Hector every time. Damon Hector seems to be one of these players that seems to be a threat, who's a threat to win this tournament, then gets knocked out in the next round, Damon Hector. For me, Damon Hector, he's got better. He has definitely got better than last year, than the previous few years. He's now starting to show what he's made of, Damon Hector. He's starting to do off them PT. Starting to do off that PT order merit as well, Damon Hector. Up to number 11 in the world, Damon Hector as well. So I fancy Damon Hector here, I really do, against Double Clemens. So I'm going to go for Damon Hector to get the win against Double Clemens. I've actually changed my mind, people, on Dimitri Vandenberg against James Wade. I'm actually done door James Wade, actually. Actually, I'm done door James Wade to actually knock out Dimitri Vandenberg. Because I think James Wade, despite the World Championship exit, is in a better form than Dimitri Vandenberg. So I'm going to go for James Wade to get through against Dimitri Vandenberg. Which means my second round, starting off with my second round, Duke Humphries and Stephen Bunting. That's going to be a high quality game. Both players will have over 100 in that game. But I'm going to go for Stephen Bunting. I'm going for Stephen Bunting because he has the game to beat these top players. I'm going to go for Bunting to knock out Duke Humphries. Peter White against Johnny Caton. Like I said, Peter White is going to be playing in the Premier League. I think the Premier League players will struggle in this tournament. So I'm going for the Ferrets. I'm actually going for Johnny Caton to win in this one against Peter White. Especially when Peter White's so out of form as well. Nathan Aspinall against Wayne Searle. I'm going to go Wayne Searle in that one. You just don't know what Aspinall will turn up. So, and it's going to be battle for them as well. They both go for battle. Aspinall loves to sit in Minehead as well. Yeah, but I'm going to go for Wayne Searle just because of that penalty distracted him from the night before, but a couple of nights before. Darren Price and Stuart Cullen. I'm going to go Stuart Cullen. I'm going to go for Stuart Cullen. Like I said, I think Stuart Cullen's got the game to beat these top players. I'm going to go for Stuart Cullen to knock out Darren Price. Mike Van Duren against Chris Dorby. I'm going to go Chris Dorby to knock Mike Van Duren out. Mike Van Duren has won this tournament a lot in the past, but a lot has changed after he won the five in the war at the Masters. A lot has changed. I think he's now took it seriously. Well, in my opinion, we're starting to see, obviously, in darts these days, we're starting to see the depth that even better where any top 16 or top 24 players in this case can win this tournament. So I'm off for Chris Dobie to knock out Mike Van Duren. Danny Nopper against Dave Chisnell. I just don't know what state Danny Nopper's done be in, to be honest with you. I'm off for Dave Chisnell to beat Danny Nopper and reach the quarterfinals. And yeah, I'm off for Dave Chisnell to knock out Danny Nopper. Michael Smith against James Wade. I don't for James Wade. I did change my mind at the last minute. James Wade, though, again, he's one of these players who can beat a top player, but he can get knocked out the next round as well. That is James Wade for you. So, but I'm you know what? I'm for Wade. I'm for James Wade to beat Michael Smith in this one. My only worry is I don't think James Wade can cope with the storm of Michael Smith. Michael Smith is on it. But James Wade is a consistent 140 hitter. And James Wade is ruthless as well. He can take out them ton plus finishes, even though if you get yourself on a nice 2-dart combo. So I'm off with James Wade, and then I think the Premier League plays a key factor in this, with the Premier League being on the same week. Rob Cross against Damon Hatter. You know who I'm under for. I'm under for Damon Hatter in that one against Rob Cross. Again, I think the Premier League will play a key part, in my opinion. And Damon Hatter, a bit like Dave Chisnell for me, Damon Hatter will be thinking to himself, you know what, I got a huge chance in this tournament to get a major under my arm. So my first quarterfinal is Stephen Bunton against Johnny Curtin. You don't go for form right now. I'm going for Stephen Bunton to reach the semi-finals. Despite Johnny Curtin's past record at the Masters. Ryan Searle against Joe Cullen is my second quarterfinal. Oof, that's a tough one. But I am going to edge towards Joe Cullen in that one. I think Joe Cullen, a bit like Michael Smith. I think Joe Cullen, it could be, I really do think it could be a big year for Joe Cullen potentially as well. So my first semi-final will be Stephen Bunton against Joe Cullen. Chris Dobie against Dave Chisnell. That's going to be a cracker on paper. That is a cracker on paper. You know what? I'm going for Chizzy. I'm going for Dave Chisnell to beat Chris Dobie, the defending champion. I'm going for Dave Chisnell to reach the semi-finals. Oh, am I? Actually, I don't know, actually. No, actually, I'm going to Chris Dobie. No, I'm still going to Chris Dobie to beat Dave Chisnell. So, Chris Dobie to reach the semi-finals. James Wade against Damon Hatter is my last quarterfinal. Tough one. That is a tough one, actually. I'm going for Wadey. I'm going for James Wade, actually, to beat Damon Hatter and reach the semi-finals. Which means my semi-finals will be Stephen Bunton against Joe Cullen and Chris Dobie against James Wade. My first semi-final, Stephen Bunton against Joe Cullen. I think Bunton's going to do it, you know. I'm going to for Bunton to reach the final. I'm going for Stephen Bunton to reach the final. I think he's in slightly better form than Joe Cullen, but Joe Cullen still had a good one at the World Darts Championship, especially with the draw he had as well. But I'm for Stephen Bunton to reach the final. I think that would be his first PDC major final as well, correct me if I'm wrong. So Stephen Bunton to reach the final, and I've done for Stephen Bunton to play. I've done for Stephen Bunton to play the defending champion, Chris Dobie. I've done for Chris Dobie to beat James Wade in the semi-finals, which means my final prediction is Stephen Bunton against Chris Dobie. And that's a cracker, man. That is a cracker on paper as well. And I'm in door for Stephen Bunton to defeat the defending champion. And I'm in door for Stephen Bunton to win his first PDC major title. Because I just got this feeling going into this tournament, Stephen Bunton, this is the tournament for me for Stephen Bunton. There'll be a few tournaments out there for Stephen Bunton, but this has to be the tournament for me. especially when you look at Stephen Bunton's tour as well, where them top players can still get knocked out early as well. And I'm the door for Stephen Bunton to win his first PT major title, because I just think Stephen Bunton is true. He is true a major, in my opinion, with the unreal dart he has been playing on the back end of 2023, in my opinion. And he's getting better and better as well. Stephen Bunton, the former USSI champion, of course, obviously in the BDO days. So, and that is my tournament preview for the Cazoo Masters and my tournament predictions. Feel free to leave your tournament predictions down below. And your thoughts on the tournament down below. Take care, stay safe, and feel free to leave your tour plotter down below, your tournament predictions down below in comments. Take care, stay safe, and I need to get my voice needs a rest after doing Premier League preview and now this preview. So take care, stay safe, and I still need to do first round star predictions as well, so stay tuned for that, people. Take care and see you all later.